Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Cypress Domenicore here, bringing us down a few levels. I 100% agree XRP price action is nothing to drool over. However, I had to make this post because people need to truly understand how uneducated people on Twitter can be. This is the XRP USD chart for the year of 2024. And what he's showing here, guys, each blue circle is a date where Ripple did release XRP from escrow, which is 9 times this year. If you guys are watching this video in October of 2024, it will have been 10 times, but he posted this earlier this morning. So you guys can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's basically the first of every month. As you can see, the price is higher now than every single time escrow was released this year in 2024. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And guys, right now the price is in and around 64 cents. Well, as of the time of this screen grab, it was at least right now on the chart as of the time of this recording. XRP is, down a little bit. We're sitting in and around 63 cents, so not so far off. But his point here, the first time it was released in 2024 from the escrow, XRP was trading at 48 cents. On top of that, if you look closer, there's only one time the value of XRP dropped immediately after escrow was released, indicated on the charts by plus or minus. You can see 8 times out of the 9 the escrow was released, the price of XRP either the day of or the day after price actually increased in value. So XRP being released, increase in value, being released, increase in value. You guys can see that trend there. Other than this point here where it did actually go down. So ultimately what he's saying is stop feeding into this narrative that the escrow is bad, Ripple is dumping on you, charts don't lie. It is as simple as that. So, despite what we are seeing today, I know, the excitement was really kind of getting people by surprise over the weekend, and a lot more people in the XRP community were getting very excited. But you guys can see here now we're actually laying off the dumping for XRP, at least as of the time of this recording. This next candlestick, we are seeing some positive momentum to the upside. The thing with the hourly chart is, unless you're day trading, you really can't use an hourly chart. I like to use it just to kind of show you guys day to day some of the smaller moves. But really, when in doubt, zoom out, and the macro chart is really what we should be looking at if we are planning to cash out in 2025. And for more information on my crypto trading plan, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel, where I'm sharing my trading journey with all my Patreon subscribers. This bull run is going to look very different than others. We could see the real world utility kick in near the end of 2025, maybe even during the middle of 2025. Here's one from Mr. Man, guys. Cross River Bank and Forward are working together to solve payment problems that slow down software as a service company. Now, for those of you guys who do not know, this was he posted this back in 2023 in October of last year. Cross River Bank has been with Ripple since 2014 and is a FedNow participant for the RTP rails. So they've been together with Ripple for a long time. Now they're working together with a company called Forward. They've joined forces to tackle significant payment obstacles that impede software as a service growth. Cross River offers the technical foundation that delivers financial inclusion. Using its proprietary real-time banking core, Cross River provides scalable embedded payment solutions, cards, and lending options to millions of individuals and businesses. And, considering they have been partnered with Ripple for a long time, wouldn't surprise me if they are leveraging DLT technology through the XRP ledger. So through this implementation of embedded payments, like same-day ACH payouts, Cross River and Forward have established an ecosystem that meets the changing demands of the SaaS industry. This initiative aids platforms in increasing revenue, elevating customer experience, and fostering product loyalty. Their partnership empowers SaaS providers, granting them a competitive edge in a rapidly evolving market and creating a significant influence on the industry's financial operations. So another Ripple partnership here, guys. Cross River, I did not know they were with Ripple or have been with Ripple since 2014. So a fairly lengthy, long-time partnership there. And now they're, even these partners that have been partnered with Ripple for a very long time, they are continuing to forge new partnerships, in this case with Forward here to improve payouts for software as a service for businesses and large companies. So great news here. Wanted to thank Mr. Man just for posting that. Mike Manfield, guys, bringing us some more information with regards to India's UPI payments. So we know there's a connection there to Ripple, and they're expanding not in India, but in Trinidad and Tobago. That is interesting. They're the latest country now to sign up with the NPCI, International Payments for the Development of Real-Time Payment Systems, based on India's UPI. So leveraging India's technology, Trinidad and Tobago has signed a deal to deploy this real-time platform for both person-in-person and person-to-merchant transactions, expanding digital payments in the country and fostering financial inclusion. Launched in 2016, the UPI has been central to India's efforts to use digital payments to boost financial inclusion and has now handled well over 100 billion transactions transactions thanks to RippleNet and the XRP ledger. The NPCI international subsidiary was set up in 2020 to push the API as well as the RuPay card network outside of India. So there has been an initiative to leverage, I guess, their technology in other countries around the world. Already this year, the unit has struck deals with Peru, Namibia, and Nepal's largest payment networks, and has also joined forces with Google Pay to accelerate global expansion. So very interesting news there. The ministry, they did say, fashioned on India's UPI, the digital payment platform will facilitate innovation in the financial sector, enhancing the technical resiliency of our current payment infrastructure by providing a complementary, non-competing digital payment platform with increased security through the reduced use of cash. So all these countries, they're following the same theme here. All these countries want to reduce the need for cash, and especially if you are traveling to another country, you do not want to have to go through that whole process of converting your money to their fiat currency and use physical cash. There are easier ways to do this. Tech-savvy people realize this, as a new generation of people are getting older, they're realizing, well, I've had technology my whole life. Why do I have to do it in this old-fashioned way? So this whole transformation of the financial system is getting bigger. The rollout is becoming more apparent, and now small island nations like Trinidad and Tobago are partnering up with India's NPCI, which is Ripple-enabled, to develop real-time payment solutions leveraging this type of technology. So that's interesting news too. Guys, I also happen to see this. First Pacific Bank is expanding its operations, offering Finastra to drive growth. Finastra is one of the top 3 Ripple partners, and they've just announced their partnership with First Pacific Bank, a South California-based community bank that offers custom financial solutions for individuals and businesses that have selected Finastra payments to go to modernize their payment infrastructure. You can see down here they are connected to FedNow as well, and do support the ISO 20022 compliant standard. As part of Finastra's commitment to open banking, Payments to Go offers connectivity to other payment software providers, fintechs, and financial institutions, giving banks the flexibility needed to deploy modern and agile payment solutions quickly and efficiently. So partnering up with a new bank, First Pacific Bank in California, just another bank here that is leveraging what I suppose to be RippleNet technology through one of Ripple's biggest partners, Finastra. So want to keep moving on because there's lots to talk about today, guys. Another one here from Mr. Man. This is a good one. As we enter Q4, keep this in the forefront of your minds. As Christmas bonuses are given out to top executives, okay, remember, now we're moving into the holiday season, well, slowly but surely. As they're given out to top executives and then they step down, their deposits will not be going into banks. Especially if you guys caught the video I did this morning, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner. I was talking a little bit about liquidity at the top of the video and how liquidity is moving into the market into 2025. Now, what that means, expansion in stock markets, which means more people have more money. And so, with an expansion, we generally do see the crypto market rally, and that just happens to coincide with the 4-year cycle. So 2025 looking very positive for us. But guys, let's keep in mind, okay, the FDIC lacks faith in the banking system, and so bail-ins are very real. This is a conversation with the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Listen to this.
When people need to know, but I don't think you have much hope of reaching a public that doesn't have a professional need to know.
I completely agree with that. I almost think you'd scare the public if you put this out. Like, why are they telling me this? Should I be concerned about my bank? Like, my insurance company doesn't tell me what they're doing with my assets. They just assume they're going to pay my claim, right? I think you've got to think of the unintended consequences of taking a public that has more full faith and confidence in the banking system than maybe people in this room do. That we want them to have full faith and confidence in the banking system. They know the FDIC insurance is there. They know it works. They put their money in. They're going to get their money out. So there's a select crowd of people that are in the institutional side. And if they want to understand this, they're going to find a way to understand this. There's a bunch of law firms represented in this room. There's a bunch of people that charge them by the hour a lot of money to explain this all to them. And it's fine. I don't have a problem with that. And they all have huge staffs. But I would be careful about the unintended consequences of starting to blast too much of this out in the general public.
pretty cockily saying, look, there are people out there, the plebes, in other words, they trust the banking system, and more so than the people in this room, guys. This was a private conference here with individuals here from the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. That is, if banks do go under, this is the insurance that covers, I think, just depending on where you live and what bank you're with, the first $100,000 to $250,000, I do believe. And so this is what they're saying, guys. It's sad. These are the people that understand where the banking system is going. A collapse could be imminent. This is why I think Ripple is getting ready with their RLUSD. We heard the other day that 350,000 had been minted. Well, guys, it seems as though more are being minted as we speak. Michael Branch here bringing this to our attention. Ripple has minted 99% of its total RLUSD supply, approximately 800,000 tokens in just one day, according to data shared by the XRPL validator vet. So some news coming out today, guys. Ripple is making significant strides in the stablecoin sector, swiftly minting its RLUSD stablecoin and hinting at the potential market launch. This bold move positions Ripple to compete against industry giants like Tether. They minted 800,000 XRP now. I know that's definitely not enough to fuel the financial system, but guys, I do believe this is still probably halfway between testing and real-world scaling. This is aggressive minting. With this aggressive minting strategy, Ripple is clearly aiming to disrupt the booming stablecoin market. Down here, Vet is saying the total supply of RLUSD is now 812,034 across Ethereum and the XRP ledger, so across both blockchains. In the last 24 hours, a total of 800,000 got minted on Ethereum and the XRP ledger combined. 99% of the total supply was minted in the last 24 hours. This, as Ripple back in August was saying that they were testing it. So just last month, about 2 months ago, it was early August, we're excited to share that Ripple RLUSD is now in private beta on the XRP ledger and Ethereum mainnet. RLUSD has not yet received regulatory approval and therefore is not available for purchase or trading. Please be cautious with scammers. So this is when they were warning us about that. But guys, as of yesterday, 800,000 more RLUSD has now been minted. So down here, they talk about Tether's dominance. Not so much talk with regards to other stablecoins like the USDC, for example, which is a fully regulated stablecoin in the West. So it is interesting that they're talking about this vis-a-vis Tether, but not so much Circle. There's even been some criticism, like from Money GCC. So Ripple is out there minting all this RLUSD, yet has yet to disclose what kind of treasuries or stocks or bonds or derivatives are backing it. So he is saying, what is backing this RLUSD, or are they just delivering it out of thin air? That has to be the most highly suspect issuance of a stablecoin next to Tether. This is really unprofessional, he says. If you're going to issue a stablecoin, at least show proof of reserves and structure it with the framework of MiCA, where you can get EU clarity and a legal license. Now, I'm going to stop it there for a second. I personally don't think Ripple would be going about this without having it back. Well, I think they even mentioned that they do have it backed by certain things like cash and treasury bonds. So I don't know why he's thinking that it's not backed. Maybe because there's no source right now where you can go and look to see what it's backed by. What kind of business are you guys running? He says these are the unprofessional actions that distinguish you from Circle. Marketing with no substance. Again, so it sounds like Money GCC. Bit of a FUD purveyor. Kashta here saying, when you in your entire life can create and run a company as successful, you may get taken seriously. Until then, you come off as just another talking head. Money GCC did respond to that. Money, this is silly, says Mr. Intuitive. What's silly, though, as Money GCC responds, is that MiCA comes into effect in 4 days, and they still haven't structured this thing in a way to get legal registration in Europe. That means the proof of reserve being launched under MiCA requirements for stablecoin issuers include, and then he lists all of that needs to be included, which apparently Ripple does not have yet. Sean McBride saying, unlike Tether, RLUSD will be audited by an independent third-party accounting firms, and the results will be released monthly. It's 100% backed by US dollar deposits, short-term US treasuries, and other cash equivalents. You're just uneducated and uninformed. 801 XRP even saying, the recent minting spree indicates Ripple's drive to intensify testing efforts ahead of an eagerly anticipated official launch later this year. So the launch hasn't even happened yet. This testing, so far this minting just for testing, it looks as though, but Money GCC not stepping back, but all these people challenging him on his postulation. Very interesting to say the least. I have full confidence that Ripple is going to be backing this. They are not going to be entering this market unprepared like they were with XRP, especially after the 4-year-long SEC lawsuit. You really think they're going to go in and not have this thing backed by anything? Come on, man. We can't take you seriously, Money GCC. It's just impossible if you're going to come out and say this. But guys, what I do know, this landscape is changing. We are seeing so many changes now from the old system to the new system. And even Jim Willie did come out on Twitter commenting on Ripple's RLUSD. In the latest chapter of the ongoing financial revolution, Ripple's recent minting of 350 RLUSD stablecoin signals a major step towards decentralizing the global financial system. This isn't just another blockchain experiment, he says. It's a direct threat to the central banking cartels, the Federal Reserve, and the fiat-based financial structures that have long siphoned wealth from the people of Wall Street elites. Ripple isn't merely creating a stablecoin. They're laying the groundwork for a parallel financial universe, one that cuts out the middlemen, the global banks, the central powers that have enriched themselves by debasing the value of fiat currencies. RLUSD, pegged to the US dollar, is far more than a digital token. It represents a shift from trust in traditional systems to trust in technology and transparency, and that is what central bankers fear the most. The central banks, led by the Federal Reserve, have been operating a financial Ponzi scheme for decades. The printing presses have run hot, debasing the currency and inflating asset bubbles while extracting wealth from the middle class. This ripple in the fabric of global finance is the beginning of the end of the US dollar's hegemony. As liquidity floods into decentralized systems like the XRP ledger, traditional banks lose their grip on financial control. Expect to see the RLUSD and other stablecoins challenging not just central banks, but also nation states. The geopolitical implications are profound. Countries like China and Russia are already moving towards gold-backed currencies and decentralized finance to escape the dollar's stranglehold. Ripple's strategic move is aligning with these global trends, offering a means to bypass US sanctions, financial surveillance, and the Fed's manipulative control over global liquidity. So Jim Willie here really spelling it out, really understanding the larger picture. He goes on to say the collapse of the fiat system is inevitable, and this move by Ripple is just the latest warning shot. As the walls around centralized banking start to crumble, the future will belong to those who embrace decentralized finance and hedge against the failing dollar. The Fed and Wall Street may think they can control this narrative, but they've never faced anything like this before. Stablecoins like the RLUSD are the Trojan horse within their fortress. By the time they realize it, their control over the world's wealth will be over. Ripple is more than a company, it's a weapon against financial tyranny. Endgame is approaching. This courtesy of Jim Willie here. So he understands, guys. He has always been an XRP bull. From years ago now, I will see if I can find an older Jim Willie video, and I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner for you. A very interesting man with a very interesting perspective. He's bullish on the XRP cryptocurrency as that bridge asset, and now he's stating the RLUSD is going to be playing a pivotal role in this new financial framework. That's just his opinion and just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.